Good morning, you beautiful fuckers. It's Kitty Tuesday. I actually got a little bit more sleep than what I thought I was going to get. Fucking more sleep than what I did fucking yesterday. Yesterday I had one of them bad nights where I just, I went to bed a little later than what I should have because somebody was doing some grinding. And I wouldn't really blame it on that, but it was just one of those bad nights where I just didn't sleep very well. I woke up 2 hours after I went to sleep. It was about 11:30 or so, and then I woke up again at 12:30 and couldn't go back to sleep after that. So your old pal Chart here was up 12:30. was up from 12:30 to whatever yesterday. You know you're tired when you decide to tweet out that you fell asleep during your lunch break. Which did happen, by the way. Literally as soon, not long after I sat down, I went to try to scroll through my phone to look for something to watch for that 20 minutes, and man, I believe I dozed off for like the first 5-10 minutes. But yeah, why am I recording another vlog in the morning as I'm driving to work? I have broken a record, far exceeded it this time. I'm basically announcing the amount of videos I have recorded. I've already tweeted it out in total, shared it with a couple of friends of the exact amount I recorded. And then one of the last videos I recorded before I went to bed last night ended up being finishing one game. I was like, I didn't know if I was towards the end or not. I didn't know if it was going to take another episode or not. But I basically recorded it, and then when I realized it was the ending, I just kept recording. It was the last video I recorded, and it was the ending of the game. One last encounter with basically a final boss sort of thing, and pretty much that was it. That was the end of the game. You guys will see it eventually. I do feel like I probably should have had at least 20 more videos compared to what I have now. Except the problem for that is that thinking about it, I really didn't have the time to truly focus on it, because you know how I am and how I am with the channel. I'm recording a variety of games. Yeah, I still have my top favorites and the ones I spend a lot of time working on. But now that's going to change. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to focus on one game now until I'm done with it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on one game until I'm done with it. And that's basically it. Because unless it's for a specific reason, I'm probably not going to be uploading much once I schedule all these videos. And how I've been doing it with streams depending on the game, if I choose to upload it as a series, then I'm going to upload it. Like with Clear Obscure Expedition 33, I have started playing it. I've made quite a lot of mistakes. I mean, if you didn't see the stream, you'll eventually see it when the video's uploaded, when the thing's uploaded. But I realized with the Charwolf stream of Resident Evil 7 that there was one door that the wolf kept on running by and kept checking, kept running by, and it kept on forgetting about to make progress within the game. So I have talked to Wolf about it, and Wolf will be resolving that in this upcoming stream. So I did get confirmation about the samples I ordered. I don't know if I'm going to get a physical. I don't know for sure if I'm going to get one in the mail or get a bunch in the mail. But if that happens, I might go ahead and kickstart the merch like I talked about in one of the earlier vlogs. I might go ahead and start selling merch, though I'm not quite done. And just to put it out there, all the artwork that was done for me, I'm probably not going to use all of it. There's probably going to be certain pieces that will be left out. Not to put the shame to the artists. That's just you got to make choices on which one's going to work and which ones aren't. That's just the way it is. Because when it comes to the artwork, I have my expectations. I would say what I want, and most of the time I don't get what I want. I get the complete opposite, where it looks like a furry or it looks too feminine. And these are also based off of my friends' opinion, because I would share some of the artwork with them. But if I do get a physical sample of what I had ordered in the mail, or if it ends up being on the merch store, I will buy it so I can purposely show it off, and so I can share it with you guys. And if I reach a certain, I think I have to, there's a possibility where I have to reach a certain amount. Otherwise, I would have to pay for all of it. I don't know, I'm going to have to look into it. That's just based off of what I've seen so far. I mean, if I reach a certain quota, then I wouldn't initially have to pay for it. I mean, it's like a quota of pre-orders. Otherwise, I would have to actually physically pay for it, and that's going to be a lot of fun. That's a big chunk of money I'm going to have to pay. Just thinking about it, that's a lot of math. Like, damn. I just did a lot of math the day before, and last night, and it's like, shit. Just thinking about it now, that's a lot of money. Jeez, where are you going, dude? Shubberbuski. No, I'm gonna start, like, after this video gets uploaded, I'm gonna basically start uploading and scheduling out all of the videos I have. All of the videos are gonna be Monday through Friday. So if I don't end up getting, even though I ordered a sample, even if I don't receive it in the mail, I will, go out of my, if it ends up being on the merch store instead, I will buy one just to show it off. For a video, and then basically be like, okay, I'm going to start promoting merch, and that'll be it. And hopefully I'll probably be buying some of my own merch as well, so that way I can show it off in videos. Really, there's like a jacket that I had designed that I'm really interested in looking at and seeing how it turns out, and if it turns out well, that's one of the things I'm wanting to look at. The jacket itself looks cool, though it's in a solid white design, solid white, but color. I mean, that's the only color available, I think. I don't know if they have a black jacket, but so I've noticed they've updated a lot of things. I didn't notice the jacket before, so that's why I was like, okay, I see a jacket now. That's different. That must be some new stuff that they added, because that wasn't in there before. It's like every time I go in there to try and design some merch, I'm always noticing something different. So I try and do certain things. And you'll notice, like, in certain merch designs, that there's going to be more than one person shouted out in that design. There's even an old design from about, 5 years ago that I had, that I was hoping I still had, that I've made some designs for. It's Char Dog related. But I was happy to find it, and I was like, yeah, I'm bringing this back. This is like one of the first proper merch designs that I had from 5 years ago. It was basically the only one besides the logo. So that's what I'm going to be adding into what I already have. But if things go well like I expected to, from now on, there will be a video about it. There will be an announcement of what charity I will be. Because I'll even be doing, making charity merch. I'll have merch designed for charity. So I was in talks with a friend of mine who's also made stuff for me in the past and recently, and was talking to him, being like, yeah, well, this is the charity I want to raise money for, just to really start raising money for this year-long event. And we already started sharing ideas and bouncing things off. It was like it came up with something that actually looked good and actually worked. And I'm gonna have to make sure it's totally okay with the charity, so I don't get possibly hit with anything. I'm gonna have to get a hold of them and send them a message and ask permission, is this totally okay? Because I wanna kickstart this event that for the specific charity. And if I didn't talk about it before, I'm going to mention it now in this video. All the charities that I want to raise money for are due to me having members of my family who, let's say, one, my aunt, who passed away in 2015, 2016, around the time I started my YouTube channel. She died to an immune deficiency. That's one of the ones I want to raise money for. I have a list of charities I want to raise money for. You guys already know I've raised money for the Wildlife Foundation. I still want to raise money for that one. Then there's St. Jude's. That's another one I want to raise money for at some point. And that's also, if these year-long events prove to be prove to work, instead of just doing them every so often, it's a test to see if it will work. And then there's the like, obviously, if I didn't mention it before, I do support the military. I have been members of my family that are in the military. I have a friend who's in the military, who was in the military, who did serve time, like, did go overseas, and was in the thick of it. I do support our troops. And I do support the veterans. And hell, I even had a family member who later on there was a movie that a declassified movie. No one's gonna believe it. And I'm not going to say the name because, and then revealing a lot of things, because I don't want to dox myself. But something my dad had mentioned a long time ago, asking me if, knowing that I do all this stuff, that why I didn't reach out to a certain celebrity who played a relative of mine in a movie. And it's like, I kind of felt like it was a bit doxing and a bit embarrassing. I didn't want to, like, reveal things and then people come at me and being like, no, this is BS. But no. A very well-known celebrity played a member of my family in a declassified movie based on true events. And I do want to reach out to that celebrity, but like I said, it's over. It's going to get overshadowed. It's like nobody's going to take it seriously, or they're just going to slander me. But there is one other charity that I want to raise money for, and it's for cancer research. Because for those who don't know, I lost an aunt to stage 4 cancer. She was diagnosed with it, and it's like to put it in other terms, it's like an RKO out of nowhere. It just hit. It just hit her out of nowhere, and it was so bad. literally, was it a week to 2 weeks after I had visited her, one afternoon, she passed. So yeah, I have reasons. And I also will raise money for mental health. So if there's anything for like mental health, I'll raise money for as well. That's basically a plan. I've got like a whole list of charities of the one, especially my top favorites. So, like I said, if I get that physical sample of what I ordered in the mail, if I don't, then I'll go buy one off of my store to show it off to you in a video. So, yeah. But to finally announce the amount of videos, the total of videos I have to schedule, and I'm going to start scheduling tonight, especially after this video has been uploaded. Monday through Friday, I have in total between 2 PCs 180 videos. And technically with this video, that's 181. And needless to say that after uploading all of these videos, I have pretty much given myself all the time and that I need to go back to writing again. And writing was something I used to do a lot back in the day, especially when I was young, a hell of a lot younger. I started writing in high school, and it wasn't until, was it my senior year or after my senior year, is when I started writing a book that I became really, really proud of, and really such a stickler about, because I would sit there and think about a scene for weeks before I would start writing it. I would sit there and reread everything that I had written, and while I was thinking of the scene, and then I would be like, I'm gonna sit here and think about it, try and think of the right words. And then as I was typing it, as I was going through everything, because I found a flash drive that had the amount of work I put into, like, separating certain points of, like, so many pages, I was like, okay, here's a chapter, boom, done. Okay, here's another chapter, boom, done. And giving descriptions of certain characters and be like, damn, I put this much work into it, and then I all of a sudden just stopped. I want to finish it. And I blame Split Fiction, because playing that game with a friend and talking about my book, just little points here and there about being so intricate on how I would explain it, how I would describe certain things. And I was like, damn, I need to go back to writing. I need to go back and finish it. I need to make time for it. I need to finish it. And that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to finish writing. I mean, it took me 6 months to come up with a title. 6 long damn months I spent writing and never could come up with a title. And then I come up with a title. And it actually fits with the story. with the meaning of the story, it fits. And hopefully, if I get to finish it, and obviously a lot of the editing I'm doing myself because as I would type it, I would rewrite a lot of scenes. Because when I was looking over that flash drive, I'm shutting the alarm off. When I was looking over that flash drive and I was looking at all these things that I had saved, I was rewriting scenes. I rewritten the entire prologue that I had originally written, that I had actually sent to a voice actor to give me their opinion on and criticism, and I was legit asking for criticism and their thought, because I needed an outside person on the outside of things to to give me that opinion. Like, I needed another opinion, and they actually responded and gave me that criticism that I needed to hear, I needed to see it in order to make the story better. And then for some reason I all of a sudden just stopped. I got busy with streaming, I got busy with making videos, I got busy with so many other things. And I want to go back. I want to go back to writing. I want to finish what I had started so many years ago. I was so obsessed with it back then. Let me guess. That's just going to be either a normal person or a cop. That's going to be... No, that's just a normal dude. One thing that I'll say about the cops from the place where I work, they're far more active than the cops in the county where I live in. But yeah, I want to go back to writing in a lot of the ways. It's probably what I'll be doing, because besides recording one game until I'm done with it, or let's say if I was recording an ARC series, I would focus on that series until I'm done. Same thing with Palworld. Like, I started another Palworld series, basing it off of taking inspiration from Chaotic, Natural Causes, and Chromata on their Nest channel that they're doing as of right now, and I'm giving myself 5 episodes per boss to try and get what I need, and it's most of the time it's just me getting wrecked by everything. Get a spin wheel, and the thing is, I don't know if they had it set up in their run through, but I decided to allow raids, so my base, no matter where it is going to get attacked every time. Like, it's going to get attacked at a certain point. So, so I was like right now, it's me just trying to survive at this point. I have to beat the boss with a specific type of PAL, and I have 5 days to do it, or at least 5 episodes to do it, and I want to try and beat the boss within 5 episodes. That's what I want to try and do. So yeah, it's gonna be like a lot of grinding. So because right now, with what I need to do now, it took 2 episodes for me to finally try and find something that I can easily catch with the typing that I was given due to the spin wheel. And I also made a mistake in that episode, in the first episode. You'll see it eventually. And yeah, it took 2 episodes for me to finally catch something of that type. But if I could catch one or two pals that are high level, that would make fighting the boss a lot easier. But I have also established rules that if a pal gets defeated, it dies. That's it. No more. So if my entire team gets wiped in the boss fight, I'm gonna have to go catch fresh pals. So I gotta make sure that I can win. So I'm doing a bit of a challenge run that's inspired by the Nest, Crobota, Natural Causes, and Chaotic. So I'm giving them credit because it's inspired by them. So that's why. But I've talked enough. This basically was the announcement of how many videos I've recorded and what I intend to do, and one particular series. It's a bit of a challenge, but yeah. In fact, I want to go back to riding. I want to keep bringing it up because it's what I want to go do. And I'm not bullshitting. There is a movie out there that's a declassified movie based on true events. That there's a fox. I would show you, but it's already too late. It's already gone. But there is a movie out there where it was based that declassified movie that was based off of a member of my family. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace. Hey there guys, Trajuna Yuka here. I just wanted to point out something funny that I'm going to add at the end of the video here. You want to know how good my friends are? And why they always keep it, like, you know, they hold me accountable for things. I got caught. One of my friends didn't comment about the large amount of videos thing, but I had tweeted out that I recorded a vlog in the morning like I did, so that makes my total to 181 instead of 180. So when one of my friends woke up and checked his Discord message that I had sent to him last night, it said, oh, I recorded 180 videos, and he's like, dude, you need to, like, calm down. He sent me a meme and was like, dude, you need to calm down. I'm like, oh, that's fine, I'm gonna go back to writing and all that, this and that. And then he came back later with a screenshot of my tweet about 181 videos and goes, lies! You lie! You lie! Lie. Lie. So, yeah, I got caught. And that's what's so good about my friends, is because they're gonna make sure, especially when it comes to the charity thing, especially if I go ahead and decide to really launch the merch store, you know, and whatnot, and start raising, go ahead and kickstart the charity thing and start raising money for charity now, instead of waiting until the end of the year. So if there is any merch sales, they're gonna make sure that none of the money gets used. I mean, and if I was to say it using these words, by accident, not by on purpose. Saying if I don't have my PayPal set up to where it uses one of my credit cards, and it uses what the money that's already in there. No, it's all set up to where everything's coming out of my pocket. It's being paid for through my card. So yeah, they're gonna make sure of that. They're gonna double check with me. Even though I haven't technically asked them to do that, they know me well enough and know what I'm wanting to do. And they've probably watched these vlogs and literally have made a mental note being like, yeah, I need to hold accountable and make sure that none of that money gets accidentally used. And if it does get accidentally used, I will accept responsibility for it and pay for it out of my own money, which I do plan on putting a donation every now and then towards the charity itself through my money as well. So it's just not just going to be you guys coming together and donating. I'm going to be putting a donation here or there during the time too when the whole thing starts. So I just wanted to add this little bit on here that I have really damn good friends that hold me accountable and also give me shit. So thank you, friends, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.